Just afternoon live stream. It's just after 3 p.m. I thought it'd be something to do. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, etc. I haven't done a live stream during the daytime in quite a while, so this is kind of a change of scene here. Hey, Tony. The next road closures in several days from now. I think it's the 27th. So in 5 days, 5 days from now will be the road closure. So that's Wednesday. Today is Friday the 22nd. So I don't know if how many people are going to be here on site, but the attendance here with the workers is very low right now. Many vacant parking spaces. The build site is pretty active. They got a lot of stuff going on over there, but I was just listening to the Space Race YouTube channel on the way driving down here, and they mentioned a couple interesting things. I'm not sure who runs that channel, but Space Race or something like that. It said that there apparently was a meeting here on the 12th of December. And Kathy Luters was talking about stuff, and the Space Race guy said that they had taken apart Pad A, or they were in the process of doing it. We could see Starship 38 over there on Pad B, but 38A is right over in this area here. Apparently, they're taking it apart, and let me see. Something maybe it's not confirmed yet, but maybe there's going to be a second tower here. Maybe somewhere in this area. Oh, he also said that I think they had mentioned at that meeting on December that they were going to be doing the static fires and everything else over at the old gun range, the Massey gun range. So where we're seeing here is Starship 28 just did the static fire there. Maybe in the future those will all happen over up the road at Massey's, and they'll just have this area down here for the bigger and better things. That's the old pad A up there. Scullies. Skulls. I don't know if you saw it. Probably most of the people here did, but there was a. Yeah, I guess they moved it up the road. There was a transporter here. I think it was for these. Was it for the booster? I'm not sure. Maybe they moved it today. It was here this morning. Good catch. There was a liquid nitrogen tanker got is next to the OLM. Oh, okay, good to know. Thanks. So Skulls says it's up there, the stand. If the stand is over there, then that would probably mean that they're going to take the booster off, right? You're saying it's over by the OLM? Yeah, this morning there was a liquid nitrogen tanker down by the D-stack by the beach down there, and it had gone off the edge into the sand, off of the road into the sand. And I did a video this morning around 5 or so in the morning, and it's a dangerous situation. I didn't know what kind of a tanker it was until the very end when it was pulling away. I got a shot of the back of the truck, the back of the cab, and liquid nitrogen is not something to play around with. And if it had gotten a leak or something, that would have been a bad situation. Yeah, I was watching Lab Padre a little bit today, when I was in town. I like to do that so I know what's going on. And they were saying that there was no overpressurization notice today. And then I got the text by phone from the Boca Chica road closure people. And they said the beach was open, and that kind of confirmed no testing further for today after I got that notification by phone. So happy New Year's to you, happy holidays, happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, happy Hanukkah, and whatever other holidays there are. Happy to you for that. Happy day on the earth. Mary had an OP notice. I got your. Okay. Thanks. I don't know if any of you have ever been a collector, like you collect stuff, little trinkets, or maybe your garage is full of stuff. Maybe whatever your hobby is, or if your garage is packed full of stuff or whatever. But this parking lot, it used to be a parking lot, or it used to be a landing pad here. It's starting to look like a cluttered garage, to me at least. I know they wheeled around the booster around the back there very quickly, so they have it all organized, but this is quite the arrangement of tanks. I'm gonna move the camera so we can get a shot of the base of the Starship. Here we go. No, I don't know if the booster's coming down. You know, maybe they're looking at Christmas is coming up, and maybe they're a little bit worried if they leave it up there over the holidays, and if anything happens, there won't be a lot of people on site to be able to take care of it. So maybe there's something like that going on. You know. Starship 28. TSN, the bugs are on and off. It hasn't rained in several days, so there have been mosquitoes a few days ago, and I haven't seen any last night, and so far today I really haven't seen any mosquitoes. Doesn't mean they're not here, it just means I'm probably not going to the areas where they hang out. It's not the, there, you know, there are times when you're in your truck and they are hitting against a windshield, but for the last several days I haven't seen any hitting against a windshield at nighttime. So this is a kind of a, they're not gone, but they're not as present as they often are. It's funny when people who aren't really into space come down here with the rest of their family, and then they're kind of just standing on the side of the road, not really looking at anything. Kind of cracks me up when I see families come down, and a few of the people are excited and the rest are just along for the ride. You think the 28th and 29th, huh? I'm not sure. Not sure. So the 27th is the road closure, potential road closure, 27th. Okay, that's a good starting point, right? To transport. Okay. Conditions, partly cloudy, temperature 71, 22 Celsius. The wind is from the east at 7 miles an hour. Yes, really no wind, 11 kilometers, not 90% humidity, 71 Fahrenheit, 22 Celsius, cloudy. Yep, that's about what we got here. Yeah, the 27th, December 27th, 2023. 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. Oh wow, on the 28th, huh? All right, 12 to 3. And the 29th too, huh? Wow. Well, maybe they will do a stack, huh? I could see that. Maybe they'll do something with the booster, and then maybe they'll stack it for the New Year's or something, and then destack it. Stack it and then destack it. Yeah, maybe a lunch. I heard recently that Elon had kind of a negative response from the FAA about something, and they were not on his friends list anymore. So I don't know if they're going to have any trouble from the FAA or anything or not. That's about it. That's all I got. If anyone has any other topics they'd like to talk about before we call it a day, let me know. I'm planning to be out here for the next through the New Year's, so I don't have any plans through the end of the year. This is the back to nature for me. Back to nature. I've been living in hotels for the last 7-8 months, probably 7 months, in different cities: Iowa, Manchester, where else? South Carolina, Georgia. I've been all around the country. I don't know. 27th. I think the next thing might be a static fire, right, of the booster. 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Yeah, maybe the booster static fire, maybe. Unless they do another one for the Starship. I don't know if they have to do another static fire for the Starship, but if they do, maybe they'll do it then. Yeah. Robotic cameras on the road. Yeah, no, it's not good practice to show people's cameras on the road. Yeah, can't do that. Unless you work for one of those companies, send me a message if you want me to help you out to get a picture of your camera or something. You think a static fire and a I don't know what an SP is. 28 is finished with the testing. They just going to roll it back to production. Well, maybe if they're finished with the testing on the 28, then maybe spin prime. I got you. Spin prime and static fire on the on the booster. If they're done with the Starship, maybe they would stack it on the booster and maybe test it with the. You know, if they were going to test the static fire of the booster with the Starship, that might be a little dangerous, because it has that they probably don't want to dent the joint between the two vehicles. Maybe it would cause a sagging or a crease in the metal or something, so maybe they wouldn't stack it and then static fire. Yeah, so the last 2 days, I heard something maybe yesterday about maybe there was a valve that was stuck or something on the booster. Before that, the first day, a lot of times they'll just do the cryo test. So this is a new booster. They hadn't done any testing on it as far as I understand. So the first day was probably just a testing of the cryo, and the second day was a kind of a failure of something. I didn't really follow along too closely, but I was out here taking video, and I think it was some kind of stuck valve or something like that. Maybe a liquid oxygen valve or something. But if the Starship 30 for cryo. That's an interesting thought too. Never. Wow. I don't know which starships are over there ready to come down here, but that's an interesting thought. Maybe they'll roll down another starship and test that out. It's a valid. It's a good idea. There are a couple holidays that they really respect. I know they respect the 4th of July very strongly. And there are some other holidays that everybody gets lost and there's no vehicles here on site except for the security. And maybe we'll see that. I forgot if it happens that way on Christmas. I believe Christmas they take very seriously here and everybody gets lost. I plan to be here. I'm gonna enjoy the beach and the peaceful environment, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. It has been fun being out here. Let me do a couple close-ups on this thing here. Oh, it did a weird depression? Yeah, okay. Interesting. From the booster, quick disconnect, a weird depression. I got you. Wow. Yeah, there was for the booster testing toward the end, like the last half hour or last hour, the outgassing or the boil off or the venting stopped for a moment, and I thought, well, maybe they were going to go for the static fire then. But then they started up the release of the venting, and yeah, I thought, well, maybe we were about to have the static fire or something. Well, it's been a good day. Nice chatting with you. We'll have to do this again sometime. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Earth Day to you. Another day on Earth. Good. Good night. Thank you. Whenever you watch this, the sausage covers it all, Tony. And Scullies. I'm not sure how that's said. Or Scalise. I'm not sure. Anyway, TSN Broadway. Good deal. And that's a wrap. Take care, guys, gals. Merry Christmas.